Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I want to introduce myself before. My name is Hasan Bernali. I'm from EF42 International Park, and my SID number is 130118446. In this video, I want to present my my final project. My final project is clustering with Salju dataset. Okay, let me explain. In line one, in the first line, as you can see here, this is the library that I use in this project to make the clustering. And for the line two, because the dataset is CSV format, so I use the Pandas library to read the data. And in this line, because we want to make the clustering, and the clustering doesn't use the trend data and test data, so we make a new data set using the concat function. And this is the result in concat function. After that, in this line, to show the unified data set, and this is the result. This is the result in data for the data set. After that, in this line, we calculate data that is null or empty. The most is sinar matahari. This is the result because the most empty, and for tanggal and kode lokasi, there is no empty. In this line, just show the same dataset null or empty, but with the graphical form. But counting the number of content. As you can see here, there is the null in tanggal and kode lokasi, so the graphic is fulfilled. After that, because there was data that was empty, so we have to fill in it. There are two forms in here, numerical and categorical. For the numerical to fill, we use the min, and the categorical, we use the mode or modus. After that, this is the result in dataset. There is no null or empty in dataset. All of the attribute is fulfilled. In this line, because the ID is unique, so we can drop it with dataset.drop. We write ID in here, and in this line, I want to make the tanggal split the hari, bulan, and tahun. And in this line, I want to make the suhu average. The formula is suhu maksimum plus suhu minimum divide 2. So that I show the top 5 the data set. As you can see here, this is the tanggal, hari, bulan, and tahun, and this is the suhu average. In this line, just to make the clean data set. And in the timeline, this is to find the number of location that will be in the next observation, and the result is 49. And this line is to provide a range of data. The range data is in 1 January 2008 until 31 December 2016. In this line, to collect and calculate data for a specific year and location. This is the formula. Okay, we want to check the value from the 2008 first, and the result is the data in 2008 not balanced. As you can see here, the C1 is around 300, and the others data is around 20. So in 2008, it's less effective for the clustering. After that, I checked in 2016, and the result is balanced because the jumlah data around 300. All of the kode lokasi around in 300. So in this line, to calculate the average of suhu average and rank at certain location and year. As you can see here, I show the tail, the top, and this is the result. Before the start the clustering, we can see in here In line 17, because we want to see the characteristic of a location in a certain year based on the suhu average and intensity range, therefore we use balanced data in 2016 because the climate on Earth is different every year. Why I use the temperature and intensity range? Because the temperature and rain intensity are related to the climate that is formed for a particular location. And this is the result. I use the suhu average and intensity range. After that, in this line, we take the temperature and rain intensity for do the clustering. Okay, we want to start the clustering. This is the code. The first one to for the K means the initial stage for starting from the initiate of the centroid. Here we take the data randomly as many cluster as we want. As you can see here, there is we take the index random and insert to list of centroid. After getting the centroid, we will generate a cluster based on the minimum distance from each data point. The labels there will contain the cluster label of each data. To calculate the distance, I use the Euclidean distance, and after that, we get the index for the minimum distance. And after we get the cluster distribution, we will calculate the new centroid, where the new centroid is obtained for the average value of each cluster, where the new cluster will be used as k-mean termination process. And this is to make the new centroid. In k-means, explain the previous three steps and make one for the clustering process. The three steps before, like initiate centroid, generate cluster, and the last is create the new centroid. In this process, we'll produce a label for each data, cluster data, and centroid data. And this is the code to calculate the elbow method for the clustering. As you can see here, I use the range around 1 until 10. And the result is the most broken K is 3. As you can see here, the most broken is 3. So the optimal K is 3. And this is just for the running code. After that, for visualization, like I add cluster label information to predetermine data. And this is the result. There is the label in here. And for the line 22, to provide information for each cluster on label 0, this is the label 0. As you can see, the information is can, mean, standardization, minimal, until the maximal. And this is for the label 1, and this is for the label 2. In this line, just for cleaning, and in this line, to display the visualization of the cluster, for the Y is rain interval and the average temperature is X is average temperature, and this is the rain interval and this is the average temperature. As you can see here, the cluster 1 is red, the cluster 2 is blue, cluster 3 is green, and the centroid is yellow. In the last line, just for the export data cluster into the CSV format, because in this dataset we use the CSV format. Okay, for the conclude based on the table, the cluster 1 contains area that have low temperature and rain intensity is fairly low as well. For the cluster 2, contains data with moderate temperature, weather that has a diverse rain intensity, and for the last cluster, there is cluster 3 with the green. There are fairly hot weather compared to other areas. So that's all for me. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.